This is the D2D Essential Backpack by a company called ADD1D. Yep, a lot of initials. I'll explain the company name a little bit later, but this is a 20-liter backpack that, as you can see, stand on its own, although it's leaning forward a little bit. X-Pack VX21 AquaGuard zippers, really designed for carrying, your laptops and stuff, I think, to the office as a daily office carry. Before I even go into the review, I'm going to show you a couple of pictures and videos here, because the first day that I test this bag, I was actually walking through a pretty bad, typical Massachusetts rain, and the bag performed very well. Obviously stay dry, nothing got inside, so it really works. This is a 22-liter bag, so it's a little bit small. It's going to carry just one laptop, one iPad, and that is about it. So really is for your standard heading to the office kind of setup. And if you look at the bag, the lines, I don't know, for me, it reminds me of some of the other Hong Kong brands like Able Carry, and this is a compliment, right? There's some diagonal lines here, a slightly rounded profile. So I think it looks very, very professional, and it fits very well in an urban environment. I'm going to start with the water bottle pocket. So I have a small Muji bottle. This is one of my favorite bottles. The design of the water bottle pockets is that it has a elastic strap here, so you just pull the pocket in. Not completely flat, but not enough. This is my favorite kind of design. I don't really like the zipper kind because there are just more things to get in the way. The smaller bottles fits very well. If you are into Oswala bottles, which many people are, this is the 30-ounce one maybe. This one will fit, but it does jam the pack up a little bit and it's pushing into the main compartment. So I really wouldn't put this outside. As you saw, it fits inside quite well. But this one I use all the time and it fits very well. This is a single compartment bag with two pockets outside in the front. So I'm going to start with the bottom. This one is quite large. It goes all the way across. And it has a little bit of volume the way it is cut. You can actually see the pleats on this side expose a little bit of the orange material. And I love this design. It's really just a little pop of color. As a bag reviewer, I keep my most basic EDC stuff in a separate pouch. So this is the Mrs. Mark, really, really nice pouch that there's a review on it. As you can see, this whole thing goes into there. So for me, this works. If you have a smaller pouch, it will work even better. Obviously, you want something that is a little thin, right? Size is not an issue, but not too thick, so that it doesn't push into the main compartment. So that is great for me. I literally just take this out when I just need my essentials. So asymmetrically, because on this side, the pocket, it's on the top, right? And this goes all the way here. It is a little smaller just because of the lines here. For me, it is great for headphones, and sometimes I put my keys in there. There is a key leash in one of these pockets. Find it. The key leash is in the bottom pocket. But I'm not a key leash fan because I think these things just eventually break and they're too short. I'd much rather they have just a D-ring on both pockets if possible, so that I can hook on my own keychains or whatever in there. So two different pockets, a little bit of volume, very, very useful as quick access. And I guess a phone will fit in there as well. It is not padded or lined though, so remember that. Main compartment. So it opens a little bit more than halfway. And I'm going to fold this down just to show you the ripstop fabric on the inside. Nice bright orange so that you can see what's inside. And it is just a bucket. I have my rain jacket in here. I have my tech pouch. my Shox Open Run Pro headphone, Open Run Pro 2. Highly recommend these guys. And there's room for more things, as you can see. So very roomy. As you saw me, I have this in there as well. Now, for electronics organization, I have this really nice line pocket. The back, I have a 15-inch, I have a 14-inch MacBook Pro here. Just get this thing out. That fits very well. The spec says it will fit a 15.6 inch, so a larger MacBook Pro probably will fit as well. My iPad Pro 11 with the keyboard, so it's much thicker, and it just about fit in there. So it's a little tight, but it's fine. Sometimes the pencil get caught in it, but will get stuck inside. And then there's a mesh pocket in the front that has a little bit of stretch, and that's where I throw my mouse, charger, whatever, that will fit in there very well as well. Now this mesh pocket is kind of deep, so it goes all the way down to, as you can see, down to here. For my personal use, that pocket is great. I wish there's something that's a little shorter so I can get into it and grab the stuff without getting my hand all the way in. I wonder whether a smaller pocket in the front will work, but I think this will fight against the volume of this pocket up here. So the interior is simple by design, but it works. And if you look at the shape of the bottom, it is kind of curved to the front, and it helps to make the pack looks really nice. And as I said, it stands up very well. The dimension of the pack is just under 18 inches tall, just under 12-inch wide, although the top may be a little bit slimmer, and then it's about 7 inches deep at the widest point. So 22 liter is a very usable volume, I think. Now the back. Heather straps with a magnetic sternum strap. D-rings here so you can hook on other things, and the straps are padded with mesh at the bottom, similar mesh on the back channel. It works pretty well, and then there's a built-in Lucky Chandle pass-through. So that is the back. The only thing that I haven't shown you yet is there are these two webbing points here that you can use to things like hook on a pen, flashlight, maybe some other things as well. So I think it's a very good looking bag, very functional, simple. The only thing that I want to add is maybe one more quick access pocket, like traditional quick access style from the top, but I think there is really no room for it. So this pocket, it's kind of that quick access pocket. Now there's one more thing that's interesting. If you look closely in the back, there's a loop here and there's a loop here. And that's because the D2D company has a whole line of straps and smaller pouches coming up. And one item that they have is this waist strap. Looks kind of complicated, right? It has a fitlock buckle in the front, a little bit more stuff here, ends into C-clips. They can get hooked into here to give you a waist strap. Now, I don't think a bag this size really needs a waist strap, but what happens is this is a whole system, and in fact, this is really cute. This strap they sell separately, and it includes these little double looped webbing. So what you can do is you can put this together, and this becomes a belt. So you can wear this, and all these D-rings and hooks and so forth, there will be accessories that hook onto all of that. So you can use this on its own as a strap system, either over shoulder or waist, or you can also use that as a waist strap on the backpack. And if you use it as a waist strap on the backpack, then all those attachment points available to you. So it's kind of a fun thing, and I'm looking forward to reviewing the rest of the strap-based system. But this Essential Backpack works really well as a daily EDC getting into work backpack. Here a little bit about the company name. So the name actually is on here, but it's very subtle. It's D2D, and that is because this wonderful company, it's founded by a guy called Christopher Chang. He's from Hong Kong, so it's a Hong Kong design bag. I'm from Hong Kong originally, so a little bit more meaning for me as well. He basically started the company with the youth entrepreneurial program run by one of the nonprofit, a very big nonprofit in Hong Kong. So I guess he must have won the competition, started the company. D2D in Cantonese, it's D, so add is add, so D, meaning adding a little bit of something to your life and so forth. So it's a much cuter name in Cantonese, but either way, I just think it's a very, very nice pack, and it's always good to see cool design and high quality product coming out of Hong Kong. And let me show it to you on body. So this is the D2D, as a day-to-day essential pack from D2D or D2D company from Hong Kong.